Hello! In this video we will talk about how to get started with Math 195 Introduction to Complex Systems here at UVM. To begin, go to UVM's Blackboard site. That's bb.uvm.edu. Scroll down and find our course, Math 195. When you enter our course, you will find the Announcements area. The Announcements area is a place where I will be posting weekly reminders, things to focus on, hints for homework, answers to questions, and all sorts of important items for you to stay up to date with our course. For this week, you will see a list of 6 different items to do. View the course textbook and locate the course videos. I will show you that in a moment, but those items are located over here on Course Materials. Number 2, post your introduction and select your AMS math moment on the discussion board. And this is found over here on the discussion board. I'll show that in a minute as well. Also, sign up for your midterm and final exam times. That's found in exam info. In the upper right hand corner of the screen, click on your name and choose an avatar. We'll do that in a minute. And lastly, complete quiz 0 by Thursday at 11:59 p.m. If you have any questions or concerns, please send me an email right away. My email is catherine.bliss@uvm.edu, and I'm generally very quick to respond to email anytime between 7 a.m. and 11 o'clock at night. So just be sure to include a subject line that says Math 195 OL1 so I know which course you're in, or if you're in the other section, OL2. But I'm eager to talk to you about mathematics, complex systems, and all questions are welcomed and respected. Okay, so let's take a tour of our course. Over on the left-hand side, you'll see the syllabus. And if you click on the syllabus, it brings you to the PDF syllabus. All of the textbooks for this course are free, so you do not need to purchase anything for this course. You will also need MATLAB software, and that's also free for all UVM students. I'll talk a little bit about how to access those items in the next screens. Also on this syllabus, you'll see our course description and the learning outcomes. As I mentioned, I will be using your UVM email and the Blackboard announcements, which automatically get sent to your UVM email, as a primary means of communication in this class. So be sure to check your UVM email on a daily basis. And if you have it forwarded to Hotmail or Gmail or something, just be sure that you're checking that email account. So our course includes assignments, including MATLAB assignments. These are due in Blackboard at 11:59 p.m. and I'll show you where to submit those items in a few minutes. We do drop the lowest assignment, but no assignments are accepted late for grading. I assume that you have no prior experience with MATLAB, but if you do, that's great. I do assume you had some experience programming in other languages and that you're familiar with basic things like for loops, if-then statements, and that sort of thing. But we will be reviewing those commands as well, especially for MATLAB. There will be 2 exams. We've got a midterm exam and a final exam. The dates are set for those exams, and you will sign up for those exams, proctored exams. We have 4 discussions in this class. I'll show you those in a few minutes. Those are graded. Grading for the course is given as follows. Quizzes are 20%, assignments 20%, midterm and final exam are each 25%, and the discussions are 10%. Course schedule is posted here, and we have items that are due usually every Tuesday and Thursday. So you can think about this as an online class, but it's one with Tuesday and Thursday due dates. You will also see that there's quizzes throughout the course. The quizzes and the assignments, they open on Wednesday, and you usually have until Thursday to work on those things, or if it's an assignment, you have until the following Thursday to work on those things. We do have our midterm exam, that's on a Thursday, and the final. Back to Blackboard, course materials. So this is where you will find all the video lectures for the course, as well as the PDF of class notes and self-check questions. So as we go, you'll find more and more topics get populated in this area. I can also open additional topics if you're eager to work ahead. So let's look at the first topic, what are complex systems? This will be the first topic we're studying. All of the learning objectives are listed here. After you complete this section, you should be able to accomplish each of these objectives. So click on that folder to open. The tasks include the following. Read the textbook, sections 1.1 and 1.2. And if you click on this link, it brings you to the textbook. The textbook is available with a free PDF download. And I like this textbook. It is, first of all, free, and second of all, right on topic. But you will notice in some places that the author uses Python. We will use MATLAB. You'll also notice in other places that the author goes either more or less in depth than we will. So the textbook is a good guide, but do be sure that you're also coming back to Blackboard and really using the PDF notes along with the videos that I've posted. Most of our videos are short in length. They're between 5 and 15 minutes. For example, for this first week, there's 6 different videos. There are some videos posted by me, and then there's other videos that will go out and we'll view almost as guest lectures. So this person at the bottom talking about machine learning is from Google. We're also looking at other famous researchers in the area of complex systems giving a TED Talk or NOVA videos on emergence. So we will pick and choose videos that are out there and very relevant for our course topics. The PDF of the class notes really ties everything together. So when I make a video, the video slides get produced into a PDF format. Okay, so you could print these out, and there's links to click on if you're interested in following up with certain things. But most importantly, at the end of these notes, there are questions, and they're called self-check questions. These self-check questions are very, very similar to quiz questions and very, very similar to exam questions. So you should print out these notes or write down these questions in your notebook. Do the questions. Don't just skip over them because you would suffer on a quiz or a test. So do the questions, ask questions about these questions. And this really guides you through what you should be focusing on. So for example, in a particular TED Talk video, it tells you to look for particular information. In other videos, it asks you certain questions. Okay, so that's a guide in terms of how in-depth you should be going and what are the important topics that you should be learning about. For other sorts of topics, you'll see more videos by me and other folks, but mostly by me. And then you will also occasionally see a MATLAB video. And these MATLAB videos are very, very similar to the sorts of assignments you'll have. I will give you sample code and then maybe ask you to modify it or build on that code in some way. So do go in here and watch the MATLAB videos, and often there are M files, which are MATLAB script files. You can download those and use them for your own assignments, build on them or adapt them. Okay, so that's our course materials area. Let's go back to the left-hand side, our discussion board. So there's an Ask a Question board, and you can use this quite regularly. Some people post lots of questions, others just kind of listen, but I highly recommend subscribing to this form. That will keep you up to date and alerted whenever someone posts a new question or an answer to your question. So that's an optional area, but often very helpful. The first required discussion, and as I said, there are 4 in our course. The first required discussion is D1, complex system or not. And the goal of this discussion is to look at different models, look at different modeling projects out there and say, oh yes, this is an example of complex system, or no, this does not fit the criteria of a complex system. So really distinguishing what's a complex system and what's not. But more broadly, looking at modeling and modeling efforts. You will go to the AMS Math Moment website. If you click on that, there are all sorts of AMS math moments, ranging from farming to designing better bicycles to looking at artwork and all sorts of things. You will also find math moments in many different languages, including Spanish, Chinese, and Brazilian Portuguese, all sorts of things. So many exciting topics in here. You can also search by different categories and also by different formats. Okay, so your task will be to pick one of those that hasn't been chosen by another student, and you will be posting about that in your discussion. So there's really 3 different steps. The first step is what we're working on this first week. So choose your topic that's not already been chosen by another student and create a post to let us know what topic you have chosen and introduce yourself to the class. Use the name of the AMS Math Moment as your subject line. Your introduction should include your name, your major academic area of interest, and your reasons for taking this class. Okay, that's all you have to do for week 1. Introduce yourself and pick your topic. Next week, come back in here and reply to yourself, reply to your thread, and elaborate on the topic you chose. Read your math moment, tell us what it was about, answer these questions. Okay, but for week 1, just choose your topic, let us know who you are. Week 2, we'll dive into the models in more depth. The third step will be to reply to others. The assignments area is listed here. Quizzes. Quizzes are held here in Blackboard. The purpose of the quizzes is just to ensure that you're up to date with the reading and the course concepts. Quizzes are open book. They are available Wednesday at 12 a.m. and they must be completed by Thursday at 11:59 p.m. So you can take the quiz at any time in that window. Quizzes are 1 hour in length. Usually the quizzes are 5 to 10 questions. I think the quiz would only take you about 10 or 15 minutes, but you certainly have an hour if you need it. No makeup quizzes are given. Okay, so for the first quiz, let's take a look at this one. This is basically a quiz just about the syllabus and kind of how the course runs. But I'll show you a little bit about what the quiz looks like. So when you go in here, the quiz is pretty much multiple choice, and you click on your answer, save, and then save and submit. Exam info. Lastly, there's the My Grades area, and that area is kept up to date each week, so you can check feedback on your discussions, your quizzes, your exams, things like that. You should always know where you stand in this class. No questions about what your grade is. Okay, so to summarize, in our syllabus, you will see the different components of your grade. Their grading comes from quizzes, assignments, midterm and final, as well as the discussions. And all of the scheduling and due dates for those items are posted here in the online syllabus. Great! Well, I look forward to working with you in this course. I hope you're as excited as I am about complex systems. Please contact me early and often with questions.